Face like velvet, slow and wide. You walked in silence by my side. No need to speak, no need to move. Your presence was the only proof.
You held your pain and you so deep, but still you stood, you didn't weep. A bloom that rises through the gray, with beauty time can't take away.
Velvet and blue, you bend but never break. A storm you knew how not to take. And in your eyes a world of fire, wrapped in calm yet climbing higher.
No one could cage what made you bloom. A soul too wide for any. Softness warm and by design.
Velvet and blue, bold and bright. Even in the softest light, you remind me how to grow.
Even when the winds won't show.
Not every beauty needs a name. Some stand in silence all the same.
And when I lose my way too soon, I'll find you there.
In velvet bloom.
Velvet in bloom, bold and bright.
Even in the
your velvet bloom.
a spark beneath the softest skies.
No storm could tear the grace you wore. No doubt could shake your silent core.
I saw the fight behind your eyes,
The weight you carried in disguise. And though you never asked to shine, you left a glow in every line.
crimson silent, fierce and true.
No one stood as still as you.
You showed me how to light the air without a word, just standing there. Some beauty roars, but some just stays.
Unmoving through the loudest days.
And when I lose my voice again, I'll find your strength inside the wind. In silence, fierce and true. No one stood as still as you. The world will shift, but not undo the fire I learned from watching you. Layer by layer, you built your shell, a bloom that carries storms too well. Each petal sharp with silent grace. No fear was written on your face.
They thought you fragile, soft and sweet, but never saw the strength beneath. You walk through fire with quiet ease, and held your head in every breeze.
Petals like armor, beauty and steel, hiding the pain you chose to feel. You never broke, just bloomed instead. With every tear the world had shed. I watched you smile when it hurt. You turned the ashes into dirt, from which you rose again, and then you taught me how to start again.
You didn't ask for anyone to see the war you never won, but still you blew on again, again.
like armor, beauty and steel, hiding the pain you chose to feel. You never broke, just bloomed instead. With every tear the world had shed. And when I think I've had enough, I think of you so fierce and tough,
and bloom beneath the weight of sky, still strong enough to wonder why.
petals like armor, soft but sure, built for storms you must endure. The world may cut, but you still rise, a flower wrapped in fire and skies. You never needed to be loud, to stand out in a noisy crowd. Your colors spoke without a sound, and turned the silence all around.
You stood so still, yet drew the eye, like sunlight blooming in the sky. No movement sharp, no lines defined, but something bold, a steady mind.
Stillness worn bright, calm but true. You taught me how to just be you. No chase, no fear, no desperate fight, just rooted peace in morning light.
Just the fire beneath your tone, the strength of holding ground alone.
But I could feel your quiet spark, even in the deepest dark.
You wore the sky without a word, and in your hush my soul was stirred. You didn't need to bloom for show. You were the warmth the cold should know.
Stillness worn bright, calm but true. You taught me how to just be you. No chase, no fear, no desperate fight, just rooted peace in morning light. Some people bloom in light and sound, but you were strength that stayed unbound. And when I fall or lose my grace, I find your calm in empty space. Stillness worn bright, calm but true. Your presence lives in all I do. No thunder yet, you leave your mark, a bloom that lit the quiet dark.
In layers soft as morning sun, you showed the world what you've become. Each fold a page, each shade a song of where you've heard but still belong.
You didn't bloom to please the eyes, but held the weight you kept inside. And through it all you didn't fade, just turned your grief to gold and stayed.
In layers of gold you rise again, built from silence, love. And when the world turned cold, you stayed the flame, a quiet soul, a burning name. I watched you open day by day, unraveling in your own way. No rush, no race, just honest pace, a garden grown in quiet grace.
You never asked for someone's hand, you rooted deep to help you stand. And now I bloom in what you taught, a field of strength your stillness brought.
In layers of gold you rise again, built from silence, love. And when the world turned cold, you stayed the flame, a quiet soul, a burning name.
You showed me love is not just loud, that grace can bloom without a crowd. And now your echo lives in me, in every petal memory. In layers of gold you rise again, through every storm, through every end. And even when
held your fire behind a smile, walked through storms with endless style, a flower blooming through the haze, unshaken by the loudest days.
You loved with care, but stood your ground. No need to shout, you still were found. And in your touch, a truth remained, that power doesn't mean restraint.
Fierce and soft, you taught me how to rise and breathe in every now.
To wear my heart, but wear it strong.
To bloom in places I don't belong. You never bent to meet the mold, a thousand shades and none were cold.
And in your silence I could see the kind of strength I want to be.
A soul with edges curved by grace, a fire wrapped in warm embrace. And when the world would turn its back, you stood in bloom, no need to crack. Fierce and soft, you taught me how to rise and breathe in every now.
To wear my heart, but wear it strong. To bloom in places I don't belong.
Not all who fight must wear the shield.
Some bloom instead and never yield.
And in that calm I found your name, a light that never hides in flame. Fierce and soft, you taught me how to walk in strength and love somehow.
You showed me where the brave begin, in every petal from
You didn't shrink to fit the space. You bloomed with grace. You bloomed with pace, unfolding wide for all to see. A beauty made unapologetically.
You never asked if it was too much. You owned your color, light, and touch. And in your silence I could hear the courage growing through your
in fields where others dare not keep.
Your petals told a tale of pride, of all the tears you never cried. And now I bloom with thoughts of you, a mirror to your strength and truth.
Bloom without apology, just be who you were born to be. Even if they look away, shine through anyway. No one else can dim your flame.
No soil can forget your name.
And in the places I feel small, I hear your whisper through it all. Bloom without apology, live in love and simply be. Though not everyone will see, I bloom because you bloomed in me. You didn't stay, but still you stay. In every hue the sunset made, the color you left in the room still lingers deep beyond the blue. No perfume, no trace of sound, yet everywhere you're still around. In every glance, in every hue, I see a little piece of you. It's the color you leave, not the words you say, that stays with me at end of day. A feeling soft I can't unsee. You've painted something into me.
You were the blush in fading light, the shade that made the shadows bright. Not loud, not fast, you simply were. A moment lost, a quiet blur.
I still recall your way to glow without a cause. You'd simply show that beauty doesn't need to stay, to color all that's in the way. It's the color you leave, not the words you say, that stays with me at end of day. A feeling soft I can't unsee. You've painted something into me.
The bloom is gone, the petals dry, but still you catch my quiet eye.
And in the sky, and in the sea, your color still belongs to me.
It's the color you leave, not the word
keeps my heart from fading gray.
A piece of art, a mystery, still painting all that's left of me.
It's the color you leave, not the words you say, that stays with me at end of day. A feeling soft I can't unsee. You've painted something to me. You didn't fall when seasons changed. You found your ground and rearranged. The world could shake, but you held tight with roots that burned in quiet light. Not every soul can rise like you, through winds that tore and skies untrue. But you were made of deeper soil, a bloom that grew from inner toil.
Rooted in fire, calm and bold, you didn't need a hand to hold. You rose in silence, stood alone, a burning light in flesh and
I saw you bend, but never break. In every crack, a new heartache. Yet still you bloomed, still you stood tall, as if you never feared at all.
your petals held the weight of years of laughter, sorrow, joy, and tears. But never once did you retreat. You made the pain feel incomplete.
Rooted in fire, calm and bold, you didn't need a hand to hold. You rose in silence, stood alone, a burning light in flesh and bone.
And when I fall to lose my ground, I close my eyes, you're all around. You left a map in every scar to show me who we
Rooted in fire, calm and bold, a quiet strength that won't grow old. You taught me how to rise, not run, to bloom beneath the fiercest You found the sun behind the shade, where broken hearts had once been laid. You stood where others turned away and bloomed within the muted gray.
No spotlight caught your quiet fire, yet still you grew, still climbed higher. A silent force in darkest rooms. You always knew where shadows bloom.
Where shadows bloom, you find your light. Not in the day, but through the night.
No need for noise to be profound. You shine where silence wraps the ground.
You weren't afraid of what they'd see. You wore your pain so honestly. Each step was slow, but every pace was planted deep with love and grace.
They never knew what made you whole. You held your story in your soul, and now I walk those paths you knew, still chasing light the way you do.
Where shadows bloom, you find your light. Not in the day, but through the night. No need for noise to be profound. You shine where silence wraps the ground.
In every hush, in every fall,
Your memory still stands so tall.
and when I'm lost in heavy gloom,
I find your path where shadows bloom.
where shadows bloom, you lead me through, with colors I once only knew. You teach me how to gently rise and carry hope through quiet skies.
Where shadows bloom, you find your light. Not in the day, but through the night. No need for noise to be profound. You shine where silence wraps the ground. You didn't fill the room with sound. You simply stayed and stood your ground. A presence framed in quiet grace, bloom that claimed no need for space.
No need for noise to feel your heat. You echoed softly, pure, complete. In every pause you said your name, without a need for light or flame.
Framed in quiet, soft and true, the world would hush to look at you.
You didn't shout, you didn't sway,
But still, you took my breath away. The petals curved in perfect lines, like
secrets kept through trying times.
you didn't beg to be admired, but every glance was still inspired.
You taught me how to just be still, to hold my peace, to bend my will.
And now I walk through storms and rain, with your reflection in my vein. Framed in quiet, soft and true, the world would hush to look at you.
You didn't shout, you didn't sway,
But still, you took my breath away. Some beauty lives in silent air,
it doesn't need the world to care.
and now I try to bloom that way, to stay, not seek.
To hold, not sway.
Framed in quiet, soft and true, you showed me what I could undo.
And in the calm, I find my start, a bloom that beats inside my heart.
Petal by petal, you came apart, revealing every hidden heart. No rush to show, no need to prove. You moved in slow, courageous groove.
Each layer told a secret truth, a chapter written since your youth.
And though you wore the world with grace, you never masked your real face.
Petal by petal, you unfold stories etched in colors bold, soft yet fierce. You let it show,
The kind of strength most never know.
you never asked for eyes to see the pain that shaped your dignity. You simply stood, and there you bloomed a soul the quiet nights resumed.
I learned from you to take my time, to breathe and pause between the lines. use your voice to fight, but somehow lit the darkest night.
They didn't see the flame inside, a fire you never tried to hide.
You held your pain with steady hands, like ancient roots beneath the land.
As in your hush the world would turn, to feel how even the quiet burns.
Even the quiet burns so deep in hearts that cry but never weep.
You taught me how to softly blaze without the need to set a stage.
You didn't need to scream or shout. You knew what strength was all about.
A steady bloom in winds and rain, a calm that weathered silent pain.
And now I try to walk that way, to be the light that doesn't sway,
To hold my ground and slowly learn that stillness too can fiercely burn.
even the quiet burns so deep in hearts that cry but never weep.
You taught me how to softly blaze without the need to set a stage.
Not every storm must be a roar.
Some love will tremble at its core,
But still survive and still remain.
a candle in the gentle rain.
Even the quiet burns so deep, and in that truth I find my keep. You showed me where the embers live, and what a silent heart can give. You never asked the world to see the weight you carried silently. You never broke beneath the sound. You bloomed in stillness, safe and sound. No spotlight chased the way you stood, yet somehow everyone understood. A softness filled with quiet grace, a storm that left no outward trace.
Held in silence
change the room by being light. You walked in slow with nothing planned, yet made me feel you take my hand. Quiet love will help me stay.
Held in silence, deep and sure, you bloom in me forever pure. Though time may pass, you're always near. In every breath I hold you here.
I watch you dance without a sound, like patterns when we trace around. Each step so soft, yet full of grace. A quiet storm with no fixed place.
You moved like petals on a breeze, with colors drawn from memories. And in your path I saw it clear, a strength that whispered through the year. Patterns in
The wind remain, even when we lose the name. Your shape still floats through all I do, a gentle guide that once was you.
I tried to chase the way you moved, but every motion just improved. And though you're gone, you left a way to move through life in soft ballet.
No need to leave a lasting mark. You're felt in echoes in the dark. The world may change, the sky may spin, but you're still dancing in the wind. Patterns in the wind remain, even when we lose the name. Your shape still floats through all I do, a
carry all the steps you gave in every wind, in every
You didn't bloom all at once. You let the light come in at once.
No rush to show the world your face.
You opened in your quiet place. Each petal turned into a flame of memories you would not name.
You didn't shout, you didn't run. You bloomed beneath the waiting sun.
Unfolding light, soft and slow.
You taught me things I didn't know. That beauty takes its gentle time to rise, to reach, to fully
I used to race toward the dawn, afraid my moment would be gone.
But then I saw the way you grew.
So patient in the morning dew. And now I breathe, I move with care. I let the stillness fill the air.
You showed me how to bloom with grace,
Without the world to set the pace. Unfolding light, soft and slow. You taught me things I didn't know.
that beauty takes its gentle time
To rise, to reach,
to fully shine.
in every bloom I see your name.
In every dusk I feel your flame.
You showed me how to just be true, to bloom in light the way you do. Unfolding light, soft and slow.
I carry all the love you sowed.
And through the dark I find my way, with petals bright to guide the day. stood like dust against the day. A quiet calm that wouldn't sway. No fear,
No need to take up space.
just something strong beneath all grace.
You didn't beg to be adored. You simply were, and we implore to understand the peace you knew, to walk the way you always do.
Beneath all grace, you held the storm. A quiet heart, a steady form. You taught me how to stand and stay when winds would try to pull away. I saw you bloom in heavy air, like stillness braided into care.
And though you bent, you did not fall. You softened, but you held it all.
Your silence was an emptiness. It wrapped around like tenderness, a presence I could lean into when I forgot what I once knew.
Beneath all grace, you held the storm. A quiet heart, a steady form.
You taught me how to stand and stay when winds would try to pull away.
Not every flower screams its name.
Some bloom to honor what became.
And you bloomed in sacred ways. A poem written into days.
Beneath all grace,
You held the storm.
and in your hush, I now transform.
You live in hell, move not show, a rooted peace the strong ones know.
You didn't speak but left a sound, a silence blooming all around. Your presence echoed soft and deep shadows laid where you sleep.
A breeze could carry what you said, though every word was left unsaid.
And how I feel you in the air, in every blossom everywhere.
Echo through petals, still and true. Your voice lives on in shades of blue. You taught me silence holds a song that lingers even when you're gone.
I didn't know how much you gave until I walked where shadows wave.
But now I see in every hue the mark you left when passing through.
No stone to mark the path you made, just roots that bloom and never fade. And in that bloom I hear you clear. You're not so far, you're always near.
Echo through petals, still and true. Your voice lives on in shades of blue. You taught me silence holds a song that lingers even when you're gone.
The flowers speak when we forget, incense in moments softly said.
And when I stop and truly feel, you echo back, so pure, so real. Echo through petals, still and true. I carry all I learned from you, the quiet things you used to say,
Still bloom in me, day after day. You didn't fight with fists or flame. You simply bloomed and stayed the same. No need to raise a single voice. Your stillness made the loudest noise. They tried to bend you with their doubt, but never found your fire out. Each step you took was slow but sure, a silent stance, a soul so pure. Soft defiance, strong and clear. You didn't flinch, you didn't fear.
sight, while others stumble toward the light. You didn't rush, you didn't plead. You bloom beyond the need to lead. And now I walk in steps like yours, where silence knocks on quiet doors. I carry how you stood so tall, without the need to rise at all. Soft defiance, strong and clear. You didn't flinch, you didn't fear. In every breeze you held your ground and proved your worth without a sound. Some fight with fire, some with flame, but you just bloomed and stayed the same. And in that bloom I've come to see that strength can look a lot like peace. Soft defiance, strong and clear. You showed me how to persevere. No armor worn, no war to wage, just quiet fire across the page.
When you were gone, the air stood still, a hush that wrapped the rolling hill.
No tears were loud, no voices cried, just silence swelling deep inside.
The petals fell but left a glow, a trace of you the wind would show.
And in the pause the world had made, I felt the shape of love you gave.
In the still that follows pain, you bloom in soft and quiet rain. No final word, no ending call, just grace that lingered through it all. The sky grew wide, the sun stood low, yet I could see your spirit grow.
Not in a form that eyes could trace, but in the air, in every place.
You didn't leave, you changed your form. You live and breathe in light and storm.
And though the world may turn and spin, I always find you deep within.
Roses don't mean something's lost. They leave a gift, not just the cost.
And in that gift I see you near. In every stillness I hold dear.